guys, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Monica and I post videos on money, travel, and lifestyle, and today's video is going to be a funny video that I think will really lighten the load. I know the stimulus check updates are stressing out a lot of people. If you want more information about the stimulus checks, definitely check out any of my previous 3 videos where I'm sharing information about it and kind of giving you guys updates. A few days ago, a man in Indiana named Calvin, who is a volunteer firefighter, checked his account balance and found $8.2 million in his bank account. Now, this story I thought was very entertaining because we're all on the lookout for our stimulus checks right now. As I said in my previous videos, I just received mine, and I can't imagine what it must have felt like to be expecting $1,700 and seeing $8.2 million deposited into his checking account. Calvin does not know whether it was a bank error, whether it was an error from the ATM, or whether it was an error on the part of the United States government. But I figured I would share the story with you, and Calvin can do a better job of sharing his story, so check it out.
I went to the ATM at the Family Express, and once I withdraw $200 out of my account, I looked at the available balance of that was still left in my account, and apparently my account had $8.2 million in it. I'm like, what in the world is going on here?
He come over, he said, "You ain't gonna believe this." I said, "Come on, let's go." And we went back up to the same spot where he drew go, and it pulled out $8.2 million.
He was supposed to receive $1,700. Calvin tried the ATM again.
I ran the card again and again. $8.2 million. I was like, man, something's up with this.
I said, "Hey, what kind of truck you buying me?"
This morning, Calvin called his bank. They didn't see that amount in his checking account anymore, but did note that his $1,700 stimulus payment was deposited, making this volunteer firefighter wonder if there was some sort of fluke and taxpayers are receiving way more or less than they should.
Of course, it'd give you pause and make you think what's going on. If there's some kind of clerical error or what have you, you know, they should be on top of it. It kind of sucks. You go from being a millionaire on paper 1 second and then you're back to being broke again, you know. Hey, but I guess, you know, once you're poor, you ain't got nowhere else to go up.
We did reach out to a spokesperson at the White House tonight about this situation, but have not heard back from them yet. But he says he's just glad that he did receive the proper stimulus amount that he was entitled to. Live in New Chicago, Indiana, Dana Rebick, WGN News.
Government's lucky he only took out $200 of that $8 million.
My favorite part about what he said was to go from a millionaire back to being broke the next day was annoying, but the truth is that once you're poor, the only way you can go is up. I really appreciated Calvin's attitude about this. I wanted to have you all sound off in the comments down below. If you saw $8.2 million in your bank account, would you A, call someone and see what's going on, or would you keep it? Now, I know a lot of you might say that you would keep the money, but a man in New Zealand actually did that same thing. He had $7.5 million deposited into his bank account on accident, and he decided to flee from New Zealand to China to have the money, spend it, and just be away from New Zealand. But they were able to successfully track him down, and he was brought to jail for having kept that money. Now, in my opinion, if there was a clerical error or if someone made a mistake, like, the money is in my account, I should be able to have it. But truth be told, if anything like this happens with you and your stimulus checks or with your banks, be sure to let someone know, because that money is not worth going to jail for. I will put in a description box below Calvin's story as well as the New Zealand story so you guys can check it out. Definitely be sure to check out some of my other videos talking about the stimulus checks and the updates in regard to the 4th stimulus package. So that's the end of my video. Once again, I want to say thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this story and this video, be sure to give me a big thumbs up and subscribe down below to my channel. This story was definitely the much needed lightheartedness that we need, especially in the midst of this pandemic and with everything going on. So if you like stories like this and information like this, definitely be sure to subscribe, like, and comment down below. I'll catch you all in my next video, and stay safe out there, guys. Bye.